So I'm pretty sure everyone knows about Florida and how much of a meme it is. Like, people in Florida are crazy and they just make the news for stupid shit. But so this story takes place over a span of 2 years, 2018 and 2019. And for y'all to understand both parts of the story, I got to give backstory on everything that's happened. So I'm in the NAACP Youth Council. I've been in my whole life. And every July we had this national convention where every branch across the United States, like, we met up in a city like New York, Atlanta, like a big city for like almost a week. And we just have fun. So in 2018, I was 15. We had the national convention in San Antonio. And if you're from San Antonio, you should know what I'm talking about. So we stay in Memphis and we flew in from Houston. So we went from Memphis to Houston, from Houston to San Antonio. And we got there around 11 to 12. So now it's time to introduce my friend. He was older than me. I think he was like 17. And I didn't even know him that well. But the plane rides in Houston and San Antonio made up for it because when we got off the plane, we were friends. But he is a key part of this story. Nothing really happened that first day. You know, we just enjoyed our day, went on the river walk and went to the mall, nothing special. So the second day is when it got weird. That morning before the first meeting, this girl wanted to talk to my friend and of course he went to go see what was up with her, but none of us paid attention to it because, you know, out of town stuff, who really gonna care about it? So for the rest of the day, we really didn't do much. We went to the mall and we also walked around the whole Riverwalk thing or whatever. I did go back and go to the pool, but that's off topic. So the reason nothing happened that first night is because I skipped out on the first party, and well, it really caused socials, but that second social we had that night, I made sure I went to. So inside the mall, there's this Dave & Buster's, and that's where they were having a party. So we get there. We find our group and they gave us these game cards to play with or whatever. Eventually this girl does come back and is flirting hella hard with my friend. But he's not paying her no mind because the girl that she came with, like her cousin or something, he was interested in her and I assume she was jealous of it. So this go on for about like an hour or so and we finally leave. But me and my friend, we didn't leave with our group. We left with the other people, their group. So they stayed in the same hotel with us and we didn't even know until like, we actually left out. The reason I brought up the hotels is because usually when we have a national convention, there are 2 hotels set aside for the adults and the youth. But we stayed off site, if you want to put it like that. So we didn't go straight back to the hotel, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. Our curfew was 12, but we walked around the city, or we walked around downtown for a while. We got back at like 1 o'clock, and everybody just went to their rooms. In San Antonio, she walked up to me and my friend and asked for our Snapchat names. I had a girlfriend at the time, so me being me, I gave her my backup Snapchat. Now keep this in mind for later on. So the day we got back in Memphis, that same day, I had took a flight to California to go visit my cousin. And from California, I went straight to Las Vegas, which is like an 8-hour drive. So my second day in Las Vegas, I was chilling in the hotel and I get a notification on my phone that somebody added me on Snapchat, and it was the girl. I even recognized their name and everything. So it turns out my friend sold me out, and he gave my actual Snapchat to the girl. So now this girl is texting my phone, fantasizing about my friend. And that is disgusting. So now basically my whole trip is ruined because she's texting me every day, sending me good morning texts, trying to initiate conversations with me, and I'm not even going for it, bro. So from there, she asked my friend that I've known since the 6th grade, and she tried to talk to him. Now, keep in mind, she is in Jacksonville, Florida, and we are in Memphis, Tennessee. How is that going to work out? Not to mention at the time, she's like 13 years old, and she's trying to talk to 15 and 17-year-olds that are out of state. It got to a point where she was sending my friend pictures. If you know, you know. Now, these pictures were unsolicited because my friend wasn't interested at the time. He wasn't even interested in the first place, but these were all unsolicited pictures that he didn't ask for, and they somehow got back to me, and I was disgusted because I'm like, what in the actual fuck? So this was around October and November, and this is when she found out I had a girlfriend, and she was sliding up on every post that was like, if it had her in it, she would slide up on it and try to compliment me or her. Like, this shit did not work. So she even added my girlfriend, and she was talking to my girlfriend about me, about how I'm attractive and shit. And I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind, bro? And she was still talking to me about my girlfriend, talking about how she's attractive and shit too, because she told her she was bi. I'm not against all of that, but my thing is, why are you that young and you haven't even like experienced everything? Like, you're just dead set on that. Like, how can you be bi that young? And I'm not trying to say like that shit is wrong, but like that shit is weird how you've made up your mind that early. We were able to get rid of her for maybe like 4 to 5 months. So what? That's like November, December, January, February, March, April. Yes, April. That's when it happened. So around April or so, she texts me and she wants to catch up since we hadn't talked in like almost 6 months. We got to the question if I was gonna be at the next convention, which was in Detroit, Michigan. So I had to say yes because I was gonna go regardless, whether she was gonna be there or not. And it's not like I can lie to her because we're in the same region, so we would see each other regardless. So when we arrive in Detroit, we immediately see her once we get settled into our hotel and whatever. And we stayed at like the Athenaeum. That's like a super nice hotel, bro. But it was just awkward seeing her after all the shit that she did. So our second night in Detroit, she was trying to get us to come up to the hotel that she was staying in because she was staying in like the youth council hotel. We still stayed off campus or whatever you want to call it, and she was trying to get us to go up to the level that they were on because like it was a pool or something. She was like, "Come with us and come chill out with us or whatever," but we weren't going. We had other ideas in mind. Can y'all stop fucking texting? So instead of going up to her hotel and chilling out with her, we played with water guns from 7-Eleven. And we had fun that night, and you know we had our little last day there, and we left. So we haven't talked since July when we last saw each other back in 2019. Now I did see her view my story a couple of weeks ago, and I blocked her because I didn't want her to run into the same. I didn't want to run into the same issue where I didn't actually speak to her. But you know, 2020 hit, and Miss Rona came through and canceled the whole event, so we weren't going to be in. Where was it? Boston, and I wouldn't have to see her. Anyways, y'all, this is my first time making a story time in a long time, but I think I'm gonna start making commentary videos more because these are actually fun to make, getting game. But yes, let me know if y'all enjoy this. I'll see y'all later in the next video. Goodbye.